Hi vinyl community, it's Michael again, back with another video. Well, this week the record stores opened up again, so I went out and did my part to support my local record store. We have a chain of record stores in the Cleveland area called The Exchange. They've been around for about 40 years. They started out as a single store, and over the years they expanded into a chain where they sell records, CDs, games, DVDs, anything collectible, comic books, all kinds of stuff. So I went out there and I'll show you what I bought. Playing in the background is this. This is Lou Donaldson Quartet, Quintet, Sextet. Really good jazz album. I'm just starting to get into jazz, so whenever I see something that looks interesting, I pick it up. Next is Little Richard, 20 Greatest Hits. This is classic stuff. If you don't know about Little Richard, boy, I don't know where you've been. Up next, the Raspberries, their second album from 1972. Classic power pop. Can't go wrong with the Raspberries. Up next, this is Hole, Live Through This from 1994. This is on DGC Records. This is really good. It's grungy, alternative. I really like this album. Next we have White Stripes. This is White Blood Cells from 2001. This is a 2010 reissue on Third Man Records. This classic White Stripes album, really good. I like the song, where is it? Dead Leaves in the Dirty Ground. Really good. Next we have Elvis Costello and the Attractions, Armed Forces. I think this is the third album. Got lots of good classic Elvis Costello songs. Next, Fleetwood Mac, English Rose. This is a 1973 reissue of an album that originally came out in 1969. I love that cover. That's Mick Fleetwood, by the way. I really like early Fleetwood Mac with Peter Green on guitar. It's so good. Next we got Steve Miller Band, number 5. This is early Steve Miller. His later stuff, more commercial stuff, is okay, but I prefer this. I prefer his earlier, like his first 5 albums. They're really good. Next we got Paul McCartney and Wings, Venus and Mars. Really good album. One of the better ones, I think. I don't have a whole lot of Paul McCartney solo stuff, but that's one of the better albums, so I thought I'd pick that up. Next, Deep Purple in Rock. This is originally from 1970, and this is a 2011 reissue on Friday Music. Well, this next one, this is a band called Splint. The album's called Spiderland. This is really good. It's kind of repetitious. At times it reminds me of Sonic Youth, but it's more like, sounds like instrumental, and there's vocals, but they're not really sung, they're spoken. And it's just a really interesting album. I saw a documentary on YouTube about this band, and that's what got me interested in this. So I saw it and I said, hey, I gotta pick that up. So it's really good. Okay, those were all from the Exchange, and the next ones I'm going to show you here are from Half Price Books. So this one, Classic Rock and Roll with Bo Diddley. Bo Diddley is a gunslinger. This is originally from 1960. It's a reissue on Checker Records. I'm not sure what year this came out, but it's got to be like within the last few years or so. But love me some Bo Diddley. Next is Link Wray and the Raymen, another early rock and roll. This is all instrumental, and Link Wray is this fantastic guitarist. If you don't know who Link Wray is, check him out. He's really, really good. Next one, this is The Impressions, Keep on Pushing. This is a reissue. This band featured Curtis Mayfield, and this is really good early soul from 1964. I'm not a big I'm not really knowledgeable of a lot of soul stuff, but I've heard some of this and I really like it. It's really good. Next one, this is Lou Reed, Rock and Roll. This is a live album. It's not Rock and Roll Animal. This was recorded in 1972. Just before he came out with the Transformer album, and this features songs that were on Transformer, like rough versions of it, and also he does some Velvet Underground stuff, and he's backed up by a band called the Tots. But this is really good. I couldn't believe how good this sounded. This is taken from a radio broadcast in New York City. This next one, someone, I could be mistaken, it might have been Brian at Shamrock and Records, but this is, they recommended this album. This is Jimmy Cliff, The Harder They Come. It's a good reggae album with various artists. So there you go for that one. And this one, I could not believe I found this. This is Pink Floyd, Saucer Full of Secrets. This is the Record Store Day Mono Edition. This is still sealed. I was flabbergasted when I found this. I never thought I'd see this again. I tried looking for it on Record Store Day from last year, and it had sold out and I missed out on it, but then I came across it. Okay, so the next ones I'm going to show you are online buys, and the first one is The Only Ones. This is their first album. It's a reissue from 2019. Really good early punk. They're probably best known for the song Another Girl, Another Planet. This is great stuff. Next we have UFO 1. This is the very first UFO album. This is really good. It's psychedelic and just great stuff. This nothing like what they later became, the Hard and Heavy UFO with Michael Schenker. This does not have Michael Schenker on it. I think the guitarist is Phil Mogg. No, I'm sorry. His name is Mick Bolton. He was the original guitarist for UFO. This is so good. This is psychedelic, it's spacey, it's just great, a great listen. And finally, this is one I've been looking for a while. This is Captain Beefheart and the Magic Band, Shiny Beast. This is the last Captain Beefheart album I needed to complete the discography. This originally came out in 1978. This is a 1999 reissue on Virgin Records. This is excellent. Just a great album. So that's it. And before I go, I want to do a shout out to Randy Weaver and Rod the Happy Hippie and Eric Weinbender. All of these people subscribe to me, and I want to thank you very much for doing so. I really appreciate it. So take care, VC. Hang in there, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.